Albany, New York, it's time for the New Media Zone with your hosts, Ed and Dave. Tonight, a look at this week's new film and DVD releases. And a chance to win free movie tickets with the Poster Pals game. And now your hosts, Ed and Dave.
Hello and welcome to the New Media Zone. Ed and Dave here, and Dave with you. Another trip back in time. And we're going to years we don't like to go back to, I guess. Well, movie-wise, any time you go back and think about days when you were younger is good, I guess, right?
Yeah, but this isn't much younger.
No, we're going back to 2005 tonight. And we have to stop and think a minute. Was anything going on? We're kind of just in the later, just waiting for the work time to end here.
I think I was 4 or 5 years post-divorce.
Uh-huh. You were doing your dating at this time?
Good times doing that.
Where were you here? In an apartment, a house?
No, a house. I have never lived in an apartment.
Oh, okay.
I've always owned an abode.
Yeah, you didn't have to go to the hot plate in the apartment.
No.
After.
No, I was. We had agreed upon our separation.
Uh-huh.
And I did not. It was agreed upon that no one would move out. I was the one that moved out, but I wasn't going to be moving out until I found a house.
Yes.
Which happened to be the next block over.
Okay, yes.
I lived just a block behind. Because I had young kids at the time.
Yes.
And it worked out well. When she wanted the kids, 2 seconds right there. And she wanted to, I got to go do something. Can you take the kids? I got to take the kids right there. You don't have to drive a half hour or an hour. You're right there.
It worked out well.
In fact, many times, my daughter was, I think, 3, and my son was like 7. Many times when it was an emergency situation, she had to go somewhere, she just threw him in the street and said, "Go walk to your father's."
Oh, jeez.
And so my 3-year-old daughter walking the streets, and my 7-year-old son, and walking to my house.
Was that a joke?
No, that didn't happen.
Okay.
All right, don't get upset. It didn't happen.
Okay, I just wanted.
God.
I figured not, but you were telling it so convincingly. There, I just had to make sure.
It's just an example.
Yes,
of
very
how close
yeah.
We were.
Yes.
So
that's where you were at this point here.
I sacrificed for the well-being of the children. I sacrificed and moved not far enough away.
Not far enough.
And my life was in turmoil to live in a crappy townhouse. That was a nice townhouse.
Yeah.
But you didn't have your own driveway.
Oh.
You parked in a parking lot. And then when it snowed and had to plow, you had to move your cars all over the place. And then you go to work. Think, I'll come back, everything will be plowed. It's still not plowed. You have to go park a mile away and walk through the snow. Oh, why did you bring this up, Ed?
I was just trying to think.
Now I'm all upset.
I was just trying to think where you were in 2005. And
upset. I was upset that I couldn't park.
Parking lot memories.
Although next door to me was a lovely Lenore. She was a lovely woman, which she didn't like me.
Oh.
I thought she was cute, and I tried, but...
Yeah, 2005, I think I was in my final area at the work. We had just come back from Troy. They sent us over there for a year, so we were just passing the time in my final area.
I don't think I had yet reached my final area. I think I was just a couple of years away.
Mm-hmm.
Then I reached my final workplace, which I liked. Mm-hmm. I enjoyed working there, which is why I stayed a couple extra years.
Yeah.
I could have left 2.5 years earlier, but didn't. And wish that I did.
You thought you were going to be bored, so you may as well just stay here working.
Oh, I'm bored. Oh, it's boring. There are days when I get up, you get out of the bed, and you walk downstairs, and you lay on the couch and go back to sleep. It
This
happens.
is today?
It happens. Well, not today, because I'm here.
Yes, but I mean recently.
Yeah, some days
Yeah.
I get up. I'm like, oh, what am I going to do? If I'm not working, there's the occasional day. Let's see. I think there's 2 days a week where I have nothing on the agenda between going out in the evening or doing the part-time gig. And I have nothing to do. So those 2 days, it's it's basically porn.
Or YouTube.
I don't turn the TV on.
YouTube or YouPorn? One or the other.
It's probably. I think porn is probably going to win those days. The only time I turn the television on, I make myself a lunch, and I sit and watch one of my hockey podcasts that I like, and I'll watch that while I eat lunch. And when I'm done with lunch, I turn off the television, and I'm back on the couch with a tissue.
Tissue time.
Yeah, and that's it. And I would do that until, I don't do that until dinner because then I wouldn't walk well. But I'm messing around on the computer, doing, stuff. And then it's dinner time. I make a dinner. And then after the dinner, well, now it's hockey season, so now I'm up watching a game. That's 2 days a week, I'd say.
2 days,
Yeah.
you're bored.
2 days, I'm bored. And sometimes on one of those days, I'll say, I'm going to go grocery shopping. So I'll go out, spend some time. So I get out. So, but yeah.
I haven't hit a boring day yet.
Oh, you're a liar. You're a liar, Ed. You've been retired for 5 years.
6.
6 years.
6 plus now.
All right. There's a day when you're like, oh, yeah, this is boring.
Not yet. When I clear out these rooms.
You can say that for 6 years.
there may
When
be-
the hell? What do you do all day? All right, you know what? We're not doing a show. What? You get up, what do you do? You have a breakfast.
Yeah.
I never eat breakfast, Ed.
You don't?
I don't haven't had breakfast unless it's a dinner breakfast for dinner.
No, I got stuff to do. I'm not bored. In the summer, I do stuff outside. I've been going through stuff. Actually, all the comics are done.
Okay.
I kept a few comics. Most of them are out. Now, the TV guides and the entertainment weeklies have almost no value now. So I'm going through them. I see if there's an interesting cover, and I'm keeping those. But most of those are going to be tossed. Unfortunately, there was a time when TV guides had quite the value. Because of the age of the people who are interested are now passing on. And with the internet, where you can find out stuff in any minute now. So those have lost some value. So those are going to go quick, going through that stuff. But and then I watch more TV than you.
No, I don't watch
You don't
television.
watch TV.
Well, the other thing I used to do, when I'm like, I have nothing to do, I would paint.
Yes.
I don't do that anymore.
Why not?
I just don't, because I've done it.
You've done it.
I've got this one painting sitting on my table for the past 4 months. All I have to do to finish it is paint a little umbrella. I already kind of sketched it out how I want it. I just can't get motivated to do the 15 minutes it would take me to paint that umbrella. I can't do it.
Why not? You were enjoying the painting for a while.
I was, but I've done it. I don't want to do it anymore.
You don't want to do it? Oh, that's too bad.
I need to find something else that I want to do. And her name is... No, that's it. All right, let's do this. What do we got? 2005?
2005, well, we found out where we were and what we were doing. So what were you doing at home? You think about that as we go through the top 10 movies from 2005.
All right. Top 10 movies, 2005, number 10. Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Oh, if only Brad knew what this would cause him.
I don't think I've ever seen this, but I do remember the giant poster hanging up in the Latham Cinema in the Latham Mall, which is now long gone.
I have seen this. Moderately entertaining.
Hmm.
The number 9 film, the animated Madagascar.
Okay, I've never seen that.
Nor have I. Number 8, Batman Begins.
Okay. I don't think I went out to see this in the theater. I saw it later. It was all right.
Who was the Batman?
This was the Christian Bale.
Okay.
And Liam Neeson was in this. But yeah, maybe not this one. But as the Christopher Nolan's went on, the Batman voice just got so annoying. It was so deep. Did he have to go that far down to disguise his voice, or what was the problem there?
Couldn't tell you, Ed. Number 7, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Was that Johnny Depp?
Yes. This one was kind of annoying at first, but now I kind of like this one. It had little Freddie Highmore, who would later become Norman Bates in the Bates Motel show, and also the Good Doctor. He was a cute little kid in this. And then very bizarre Johnny Depp, which is kind of entertaining now, though.
Did Tim Burton direct that?
Yes.
Okay. Number 6, Wedding Crashers. Owen Wilson.
Okay.
Who else? What's the other guy? Vince
Vaughn.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad. It was entertaining.
Yeah, it was all right. I remember there was one montage that was the funniest part. It might have been in the unrated thing where they were jumping in the beds or something. I remember a lot of nudity and jumping and a montage. That's all I remember from that.
Number 5, a film I hate, King Kong.
Oh, yes. Now, it was done well.
Well, it's got great effects.
Yeah.
But it's stupid. It's just...
It just went too far over the top. Instead of fighting the T-Rex, there was 3 of them, and they were falling down vines.
And then there was a scene where in any... Not that... First of all, in no realm of reality are you going to be chased by Brontosaurus or whatever. But in that scene, there is no way anyone lives. You're getting trampled. Oh, the luck of it, they just jump over you or fall, and they fall. No, it was the most ridiculous, stupid... If that's what ruins it for me, other than Jack Black.
The Brontos and Jack Black.
Jack Black is terrible. He's not an actor.
And if it wasn't long enough, which it was way too long.
3 hours.
There was an extended version put out on Blu-ray.
That was terrible. Horrible. Number 4, War of the Worlds. Tom Cruise, I believe.
Okay, and they shot part of that in this area somewhere.
Yes. And that wasn't bad. I'm generally not a Tom Cruise fan.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of think he's a jerk. Everyone loves the guy, though, so maybe I'm wrong. I probably am. Why? Because I don't know him. But I don't really like most of his films, but I did like that one.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Spielberg did that one.
Number 3, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
I'm not sure where that fits in. That's not the first one. Maybe it's the second one?
I haven't seen any of them.
I'm not sure this is the one the second one I fell asleep in with the big spider. If that's what this is, that's as far as I went.
Number 2 film. The Chronicles of Narnia. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. How does a wardrobe fit with a lion and witch?
I don't know.
Oh, but it does, folks.
And I'll never know because I didn't see this nor have any interest.
And the number 1 film, 2005. Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Now, Episode 3 is what, the 12th film?
That was the 6th one.
Oh, my God.
We had the 3 originals, which were relabeled 4, 5, and 6. Now, this went back in time. This had the young Darth Vader, which they didn't really need to do that with showing him as a kid. You don't want to see that. But this one was the best of those prequels because we saw him turn into Darth Vader in this one. So,
I will never see these films.
You should see the original just for historical perspective, but I told you to watch Young Frankenstein, and you didn't like that. You're not going to like Star Wars.
No, I know what I like. I know what I like.
I know what I like. There's a song there, but I'm not sure what it is. I Am What I Am from the Birdcage. Some other films. Maybe there's some good ones in here you like.
Okay.
Elektra. That was a spin-off from the Daredevil movie. Phantom of the Opera. That was the musical version with Gerard Butler. I think I'd like to skim through that sometime. I don't know if I could sit through that.
The Herbert Lom Phantom of the Opera is great.
Pooh's Heffalump movie.
Oh, dear.
One of the...
Oh, dear, Pooh.
Be Cool. That was John Travolta and Uma Thurman. The Ring 2, which was more of those pasty Asians with the long hair crawling out of TVs this time, as opposed to the Grudge version. The Amityville Horror remake with Ryan Reynolds.
To rid you of horror.
which was not good. I was going to mention that during that Polonia beard. That looked like the beard I made out of a T-shirt
Yes.
and put on.
Cut it and tied it behind your
Right.
head.
That's what it looked like. House of Wax with Paris Hilton.
Oh, that sprung her career forward.
Boy, The Longest Yard, the remake with Adam Sandler. Every time I see that pop up in the TV guide, I'm hoping it's the 74 one, but no, it's this one here. Bewitched with Will Ferrell and Nicole Kidman. Another one I haven't seen of Will Ferrell. Land of the Dead. That was the sequel to the remake of Dawn of the Dead.
Okay.
The Fantastic Four.
Jessica Alba?
Yes. Which was okay. It was a light Marvel early on. The Bad News Bears, another remake with Billy Bob
Thornton, yeah.
Devil's Rejects.
The thing about the Bad News Bears, I believe the girl, who I think played the pitcher, died at 21 I believe in a car accident.
Oh, no.
I think Sammy something was her name. I don't remember. Look it up, folks. Very sad.
Dukes of Hazzard, more 70s remakes. The 40-Year-Old Virgin,
Oh,
which is one of the few recent good
Yeah.
comedies.
yeah. I'm surprised that's not a top 10er.
And let's see, Fog remake we had, Saw 2, and Brokeback Mountain. That was
Oh.
breaking new ground.
Oh,
And Fun with Dick and Jane, another remake with Jim Carrey. And The Producers, which was a musical version of a play which was a movie. Mel
yes.
Brooks.
Yes. Gene Wilder, right?
Yes.
Gene Wilder and Zero Mostel.
Yes.
All right, the songs of 2005, Ed. The songs. This is where we will know all of these great songs.
We didn't do well in 2004. We barely remembered any of them.
All right, well, I know. Number 10, Behind These Hazel Eyes by Kelly Clarkson.
Okay, I think I kind of remember that.
I know who Kelly Clarkson is.
Mm-hmm.
Number 9, Don't Ya? The Pussycat Dolls featuring Busta Rhymes.
Okay, that was their one hit song. Don't you wish your girlfriend were hot like me?
Oh, okay.
Do you remember that?
I
at
do.
all? Yeah,
I do.
okay.
Number 8, Candy Shop, 50 Cent featuring Olivia. I don't know who an Olivia is.
This was that time when there's a lot of collaborations.
Now they all hate each other.
Do they?
I don't know.
They probably, yeah, a couple do, yeah.
Number 7, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, Green Day.
Okay, I remember that.
I don't
Do, 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 do.
Number 6, this one I remember, Gold Digger by Kanye West, featuring Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, I remember that.
And who's that?
Kanye West.
Kanye West. He's going through the divorce now with the woman who didn't wear any clothes and the big bosoms.
Jeez.
Have you seen any of that pop up on your
No.
feeds?
I just know P. Diddy's in trouble.
Yeah, he's still in trouble.
Number 5, 1 2 Step? Is that what that says? Okay. Sierra featuring Missy Elliott.
Jesus.
Number 4, Since You've Been Gone by Kelly Clarkson. That one I
Okay,
know.
that's a good one.
Number 3, Let Me Love You by Mario.
No clue. Sometimes I'll look these up to see if I remember them, but these appeared to have no interest that I didn't even bother with any of these things.
This next one I know. Number 2, Hollaback Girl by Gwen Stefani.
Okay.
And number 1, We Belong Together, Mariah Carey. I don't know that one.
That's a slow one, I think.
I don't know.
We got a few others. Maybe we'll remember these.
Maybe.
Disco Inferno.
Oh, I know that one.
From 50 Cent. Was that using
Oh.
some of the original song, I
I
think?
thought it was the original, but that would have been a long time ago.
Yeah, I think this was a remake with using some of that. Beverly Hills, Weezer.
Oh, I know that one.
Drop It Like It's Hot. You know that. Snoop Dogg and Pharrell. Breakaway, Kelly Clarkson.
Yep, I know that one.
Rich Girl, Gwen Stefani, featuring Eve. And I wrote down Fiddler on the Roof for some reason. What does that have to do? Oh, they used parts of the Fiddler on the Roof. If I
Okay.
Was a Rich Man in there. Rich girl. My Humps.
Oh, my
Black
lovely
Eyed-
lady lumps, or
Right.
whatever it is.
Black Eyed Peas, yeah. Photograph Nickelback.
Oh God, that's awful. You want to hear a good song named Photograph? Ringo Starr.
Yes.
That's the great one.
Wake Me Up When September Ends, Green Day. Play, David Banner. Lavelle Crump's stage name, David. Oh, I had to look that up. That I did look up. David Banner. Lavelle Crump's stage name, David Banner, is taken from the lead character of the television series The Incredible Hulk.
Now, is the original name of the character Bruce Banner?
Yes.
And they changed it to David Bruce Banner.
Yes, because they thought Bruce was too effeminate for 70s television. That's the real reason, folks. I didn't make that up. She Will Be Loved, Maroon 5.
By the way,
Yes.
never liked the Beatles.
What?
I've never liked the Beatles.
Oh, no.
Now I like the Beatles.
Oh.
And it's not because of that Get Back series,
Mm-hmm.
which I found incredibly boring.
I never made it past the first. I got to go back.
I
but
forced myself to watch the first, which was, okay, the process, seeing them interact, because you hear all the crap about how they were at each other's throats and they couldn't stand each other, and you see a lot of that wasn't the case. And then the second episode, it's just
yeah,
starts to get boring.
I left off at a cliffhanger where George had left the band or the session.
I'm leaving the band now. John says when. He goes now, and they think, and they had to get him back.
And you're saying it didn't get better from there.
Well,
so-
I couldn't watch much more of it. It was just long, started to get boring. But I'm gonna tell you something though. In listening to their music, now their earlier music from the '60s, we're getting way sidetracked here, and I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You know why? Because I'm
we're-
old and I don't care.
Well, we only have TV
Right.
shows. Okay.
But their older music,
Yeah.
63, 64.
Yeah, the bubblegum pops.
They got some catchy tunes, but it doesn't age well.
Uh-huh.
But when they get to later on, 66, 67, their music still holds up. Let It Be, the stuff off the Let It Be album holds up. Abbey Road. The groundbreaking Sgt. Pepper. Oh, great. Sgt. Pepper, great. Stupid. Couple of good songs.
Wasn't there only a couple hits from that, as I recall?
I don't know. But it's the stupidest concept album. They're wearing these they had, I think, Hello Goodbye, which is a good song off of that.
Yeah.
But just that's a Paul McCartney thing. Let's do this. Let's pretend we're something. They went along with it. But dumb, horrible, nowhere's near the great accolades everyone bestows upon. Oh, so it's groundbreaking. Oh, brilliant. Best ever. Holy crap, it changed music. No, it was dumb and stupid. You know what really changed music? You know what was really? Revolution. That song. That's like it's like heavy metal.
Yeah.
The Beatles doing it. All sorts of stuff the Beatles did. When I look back on it now, the heavy metal, the creativity, the drum beat. Oh, Ringo. That's what's Ringo. And the drum beats. Listen, I'm telling you. Where are you? I'm telling you. You listen to the song Rain. You listen to Something. The greatest love song ever written. Never uses the word love, by the way. Great song written by George Harrison. You listen to the drums. If you can isolate the drums, Ringo plays drums to the song, creates the drum beat to the song. Listen to the drums in Rain, Day Tripper, Something. Brilliant drumming. Maybe not technically the greatest. Can't do the wacky stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Great musician, drummer. But as I've grown older, I've learned to appreciate the Beatles.
Huh.
And their later stuff as really good and very different. And I feel that they did change music. I hate to say it because I hated the Beatles. I think I hated the Beatles because my brother loved the Beatles.
Yes.
And you have that sibling rivalry thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I will listen to this crap. Because that's all I listened to because he was older than me. So he got, I'm listening, it's my stereo. I listened to his crap all the time. And I hated the Beatles. But I like the Beatles. I don't love the Beatles. Select songs. But yeah. they're pretty good.
That's good. You've come around to the Beatles.
Yeah,
I always liked the Beatles song.
they're okay. What are we doing now? TV shows.
TV shows from 2005. What was going on? We were watching more TV than the songs, of
We're
course.
gonna rifle through these because they're all crap. 2005. Number 10, House. My son liked that. I never really watched it.
No, didn't watch that.
Number 9, Monday Night Football.
Football's dropping a little bit here.
There's too much, Ed. Sunday was football.
Yeah.
Then a Monday night game. Well, it was a Thursday night game. You start getting Saturday games. Then you get Saturday night games or Sunday night games. It's enough already. It's enough. 1 o'clock game, 4 o'clock game, 8 o'clock game, Monday night game, Thursday night game. Come on! Now we're going over to London. We're playing games in London. Stop it. You don't do that. You have preseason, preseason ends, real season starts. And I've had no caffeine today. All right, number 8, CSI Miami. Never saw any of the CSIs.
I would watch the beginning just for him to take his glasses off and hear the beginning of the Who song. We Don't Get Fooled Again, I think was on that one.
Okay. Number 7, Dancing with the Stars.
Okay,
You watched that?
I watched that and then still watched it all of these seasons.
Okay. Well, interesting. Number 6, Without a Trace. I don't even know what that is.
That was some kind of detective show, I think.
Number 5. Oh, this show is still on, isn't it? Grey's Anatomy?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. 20 years.
Another one we're still watching.
Is anyone from the original cast still on it?
I think there's 3 now
Really?
left.
Is,
and she comes and goes, that Gray, the character,
Oh, okay.
Meredith.
Number 4, Desperate Housewives. This is not a reality show.
No.
This was the
Terry Hatcher's
Yes.
show, I watched that, and then that is where they got the title for all these housewives shows that are going. People probably forget that's where it came from, Desperate Housewives.
the number 3 show. 2005-2006 television series CSI Crime Scene Investigation.
That was-
So nice you have to say it twice.
Right, that was the original one.
And number 2 and number 1 are both American Idol. One on Wednesday,
American Idol.
one on Tuesday.
Now, we thought we had killed that off somewhere along the line, but after a couple of years it came back
It
again.
came back.
You can't kill these 2005 or 2000 shows whenever they started.
No, because you know what? Monday Night Football is still on. Dancing with the Stars is still on. Grey's Anatomy is still on. American Idol is still on. Is CSI still on?
Actually, I believe there's a prequel series featuring the character that was in the original CSI, as best as I can make out.
Okay.
That's what it seemed like. We have a couple more. Another one, Survivor, was on.
Oh, okay.
Dancing with the Stars, the results show, was outside the top 10. Deal or No Deal.
Oh, God. A game show with zero strategy, just like that Treasure Hunt.
What was it? Just pick boxes?
Pick boxes.
Right? Or suitcases they were.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, the Treasure Hunt was the pick the box with O'Neill O'Toole.
Right. The New Adventures of Old Christine, which was...
Was that Julia Dreyfus?
Yes, which I didn't watch then, but now if I'm up late enough, which I shouldn't be at that hour, they're on late.
If you're up late enough?
If I'm up at 3, I think.
I could send you a text at 2:30 and get an answer.
And 24, which was I was watching
Okay.
with Kiefer Sutherland. So there's 2005. Better TV there than I think anything else. The songs we were out on and the movies were really bad. What were the movies? Was there anything? I watched the Batman, I guess. The King Kong we didn't like.
War of the Worlds, Harry Potter.
The Star Wars was
Star
the
Wars.
best of the prequels, but 2005, yes. So there you have it. Join us next time, and we will be back with another show.
The New Media Zone has been a Cable 2000 production.